What's up, y'all? We are back. Well, I would say I am back at coming back and doing my reality TV show reviews. I typically do reviews on like Love Island, 600 Pound Life, any like TV show that interests me, and I usually do it on my TikTok. But now I'm trying to transition here and doing my reviews on YouTube. So giving a little longer, more in-depth review. I would have loved to have done a Love Island one this season, but honey, don't get me started with that. This season of Love Island was just, mind you, I only made it to episode 8, so that tells you that. And it took me forever to get to episode 8. But here I want to review another show that I haven't watched in a really long time, but a clip on TikTok had got me, and I said, oh honey, I'm gonna watch it. But then I also was like, honey, I need to review it. Married at First Sight, honey. Yes, I said I need to watch this. And then I was like, well, I can get back into the swing of things and review it as well, you know, get my little thoughts and opinions. Haven't done that in a while. So I've watched a couple seasons of Married at First Sight. It's been a minute, but I seen a clip of one of the cast members, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's got my attention. So let's pretty much get into it. So we are in season 20, episode 1 of Married at First Sight. This is, I got my little notes too, so if I ever pause to look, I got my notes, honey. This is season 20, episode 1. Forever starts in Seattle of Married at First Sight. Now, honey, the whole idea of being Married at First Sight, for me, I don't know how I could do it. I be like, I want to go on Love Island, but then I'm like, and then I think about stuff like this, like Married at First Sight, like, could y'all do that? I don't know. I don't know if I get married at first sight. Like, I need a little bit more detail about my man. But I mean, hey, you know, that's the whole point of it, to try something new, explore something new. And honey, look, I'm here all for it because I'm gonna watch it and be entertained. So like I said, this episode 1, we get into episode 1. As y'all know, it's the basics. We start off with meeting the relationship expert, Paul, and Dr. Lisa. She's the relationship therapist, and sex therapist. Love them. Usually was the previously was the pastor. Now we got Paul, which is fine, cool. I loving Paul already. He's giving me what I'm supposed to give, honey. So we are episode 1. We're meeting the singles. So we are meeting the men. Who I got? We got Felipe, Adam, Nick, and Mecca is who we meet. We also meet Sean, but not as much. Then we meet the women. So far we met Tori, Marissa, Belle, and Courtney. Right now we're at the point where we're doing the bachelorette and bachelor party. So, you know, the girls are mingling. Courtney, she's like, come on, everybody, let's take shots. Oh no, was that Courtney or Marissa? Marissa is like, come on, y'all, let's take shots. Like, they ready. The women are speaking about the type of men they like. I like them tall, dark, and handsome, as Belle calls them. Now, her name is like Bella Joel, but we're going to call her Belle because, baby, I don't want to mess her name up. So the girls are kicking, loving it. They're all beautiful. The men look good, too. We learn about Adam and this piano playing, honey. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But, so Tori is, works for Microsoft. Felipe has also worked for Microsoft previously, but he owns a restaurant. When it comes to their occupations, just to give y'all a little background about their occupation. Marissa, she's the program manager. Adam does data. Mecca and Belle. Mecca, he's a model. He does catering, and he also does sanitation work. So he got a couple jobs. Same thing for Belle. Belle's singer, songwriter. She teaches dance. She does makeup. So jack of all trades for the both of them. And then we also meet Nick and Courtney. He's a project manager, and she's a program manager. So they all got nice, good jobs, honey. They all look good. Everybody's a vibe right now. Like, I'm loving everybody so far. And hold on, this is gonna get on my nerves. Yeah, we're gonna say that right now. Everybody's a vibe right now. So mind you, this is the first episode. It's real quick, real fast. My thing with Nick, he's so far, mind you, episode 1, so I can't give too much. But with Nick, he was already like, you know, because Felipe was being honest. He was like, you know, y'all, I've cheated in the past, but I haven't done it since then. Blase, like, I'm here for my one woman, everything. You know, he was making little jokes about it. And Nick was like, well, the one person who married you I know ain't gonna work out already is Felipe. And I'm like, Nick, how you already gonna be, you know, so judgy? Like, y'all all just met each other. I think everybody is gonna do fine to start out with. Like, I like Felipe. He has a great personality. Mecca seems sweet. Adam is a little too serious for me right now. I don't know. He just gives me very serious. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out with him. But he gives me, like, very serious. And I wrote that down in one of my notes. He seems very sweet, but I don't know. Just... And then they find out he learns how to play the piano. Baby, when I say... that took me all the way out. I said, now, Adam, honey, you're going to have to wrap it up. You're going to have to wrap it up because... Woo! I mean, he did a beautiful job. Beautiful job. Like, Adam loves, like, skiing, outdoorsy stuff. So, like, he loves to do those type of things, like, to stay focused. He did mention that he doesn't drink. So, that's cool. But that gets brought up again, like, in episode 2. And I'm just like, oh, my gosh. Like, it is okay, Adam. You don't have to have a drink, honey. You don't have to have a drink. So, to start off with, Tori and Felipe get coupled up by the experts. And when I say I love me some Tori and Felipe already, like, and I love how they paired each couple up by, like, the compatibility. Like, they have the same exact entrance, even if it's just a little different, but it's the same exact entrance. Like, Tori and Felipe, I knew automatically match. I said, oh, they're perfect. And then when she seen him, she was like, ooh, he fine. He was like, ooh. And I was just like, oh, yes. And I hope that me liking them so much right now doesn't ruin it for me. Because you know how you start off when you just love a couple. But I love them because they're very family oriented. Like, he loves his mother, his father. Same thing with her. Like, just the seeing that the relationship they have with it. And if I'm correct, it's either Tori or Marissa. Which one of them, when it comes to the father? Hold on. I think it's Marissa. And we'll get to her and Adam in a second. But I love Tori. She's a beautiful woman. You can tell that everybody knows what they want this season. And they really, really want it to work out. Like, they really do. And I hope for them. It's something I'm missing with Tori. Hold on. I'm about to go. Let me go watch it real quick. Okay. It's Marissa and her father. Tori has a good relationship with her father. Okay, it was throwing me off. But back to Tori and Felipe. So Tori, she's cute, she's fun, she works out, she likes to have a good time. Same thing as Felipe. He loves the baby. He loves the party. He talking about how he be out in Brazil. I said, oh, you be outside. So Felipe loves to have a good time. Okay, he loves to be outside. Mind you, Paul had to let him know, like, are you committed to be on time? Because you was late all 3 times. I said, now, Felipe, I am rooting for you. Get your life together. And you own a restaurant, so you should know about time management. So he was like, no, I'm committed. Like, when I know I need to get stuff done, I need to get stuff done. And I'm like, I'm the same way too, Felipe. So, hey, we on the same thing. She spoke about how she grew up poor, but, you know, like, that doesn't define her. That drives her. As she's kind of like, almost, even her sister said, like, she's a mother to her sister. She makes sure she's taken care of. She's good. And both of them are part of, like, big families. They want their own family, very family oriented. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm loving it. Like, oh. And next week, I'll get on to, I think, Mecca and Belle. I'm gonna call her like Bella, but it's like Bella Joel. Maybe call her Joel. We going to Bella Joel. Hold on, let me make sure I pronounce that right. I'm just gonna call her Belle. Now we get to Belle and Mecca. So Mecca, like I said, he's a sanitation worker. He's a private caterer, and he also models. Like I said, Belle, she's the all trades, honey. She does makeup. She's a singer, songwriter. She teaches dance. So I think they did a good job matching them up too, because like they were saying, they're at a certain point in their life where they're similar. So they're both juggling these jobs. So they know each other's, like, what could you say, like, they're on each other's wavelength because they're in similar spots in their life. That's kind of how they put it. So I think they will pair together. Mecca, honey, he has such a great big personality. He seems super sweet, very fashionable. It was cracking me up when he was talking to Paul on the couch, and he had like these crazy funny socks on, and he had these pants on, and he had this top on. And I said, "No, wait a minute, Mecca, you ain't matching, but he's cute. Like, we'll take you. We know you like that fashion." And then with Belle, she's super cute. Like, same type of vibe. Like, she has a great personality. She seems a little more chill, but she still can, like, you know, get with the get all. But I don't know with them yet. She seems excited, you know, as we're getting to it. It was even a little funny joke. Her brother said, he was like, "Are you okay if he ugly?" She was like, my husband ain't gonna be ugly." And she was like, "If he is, I'm still going to accept him for the way he is." And I'm like, okay, I kind of like that, because that's kind of how like Mecca is. Like, they like the jokey. Mecca's father, Logic, baby, that man is absolutely hilarious. Because why is you acting like he cuts up a rug. He cuts up a rug. Do you hear me? So right now we got Tori Felipe, Mecca, and Belle, and now we're on to and I'll get a little bit into more each couple, but I kind of still want to introduce them. Now we're into Marissa and Adam. Now Marissa, party girl, she let us turn up. My type of girl, right? She's super cute, super fun, and she seems super nice so far. Like everybody else, like everybody wants that connection. They want that person to commit. I think this is what I love about it. Like, everybody is matching each other. Like, she likes to do things, be outdoorsy, not too much outdoors, but still have a good time. She loves to read. He loves to do the same things. It's like they're matching them up so perfectly. That's what scares me. I'm like, ooh. The only thing that really wasn't aligning was that she likes to drink and he don't. And so that was when when they were giving gifts, one of her gifts was the shot of, what was it? Was it like whiskey or something? It was like a little shot of whiskey, and he was like, "Oh, I don't drink." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then, you know what threw me off about Adam? Adam goes into this whole rant about drinking alcohol and what it does to your body, and I'm trying to retire by 40 and putting all this stuff in your body and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, Adam, you need a drink. Like, I think he needs to loosen up a little bit. Seriously, he's just so serious. And I'll go more about that into part 2, because even when they were sitting down, you know, talking to each other at the wedding, and, you know, the friends and stuff was making jokes, and he just sitting there on. I'm like, okay, Adam, girl. like, loosen up. But I think the reason why they paired him with Marissa right now, mind you, still. Okay, so I got cut off because girl ran out of storage, but honey, we back. But as I was saying, I think I was talking about Adam and Marissa and thinking how they're paired up, because I think they will balance each other really well. I think for Adam, Marissa is this good party fun, boom, boom, boast energy. He's like very chill, like laid back, like, oh, I love my sports, and she's gonna learn how to play pickleball, and I'm gonna teach her this, da da da. They're going to balance each other. She's going to bring that down. He's going to bring her down. Like, I think it's going to be good. I think they're cute together. Both attractive people. She's super fun, super cute. What I missed about Mecca... Y'all, this lighting... Hold on. It's going to irritate me. Well, I'm guess I'm stuck with it. But when it comes to, hold on, I know I can fix it. Okay, it's not that bad, but honey, I guess we gotta deal with it. But when it comes to Mecca, one thing I did realize when he was talking to the therapist and talking to Paul, he talked about how he grew up basically like his mom left him and then stepmom left him, and he was kind of like left without like a, what do you say, like a mother figure. Yeah, like a motherly figure. And I was like, oh wow, Mecca, like that kind of, that pulled at my heartstrings a little bit, because it's also too, now he has a really hard time at, trusting if like a relationship is serious, or he feels like he's gonna get left like he was by his own mother and his stepmom. So he has a really close relationship with his grandma, and really close relationship with his father. He looks for them for advice. So I thought that was something that I paid attention to, because you can kind of see it throughout the episode, and also coming into episode 2, how much he is very like, oh, is she gonna like me? Did I do this right? Am I doing this right? Like, he questions a lot of things instead of being like very confident in it. So we'll see how that kind of goes down the line with Mecca and Belle. Back to Adam and Marissa. I like them together. I think they'll work out. Like I said, they'll balance each other out. Right now, I just feel like he's just a little too serious. Maybe he'll warm up eventually. Mind you, episode one. And I think actually episode 1 ends with Adam and Marissa getting married, and that comes into episode 2. But let me double check to make sure, because there is some other things I want to touch on too. Yeah, so that's pretty much how the episode ends. We get introduced to our first 3 couples: Tori, Felipe, Mecca, Belle, and Adam and Marissa. And it ends with Marissa and Adam about to get married. He's about to see his bride. So episode 1 is real simple. The introduction, then getting to know everybody. Real cute, real sweet. A couple things that I wanted to touch on was Mecca. So coming back to Mecca, I put an S in one of my notes to remind me. Like, I feel like he has to be confident about his partner. And I know his past trauma is what is probably, I hope, doesn't get to him. His father is very supporting of him. His family is very supportive of him. So hopefully he can take advice from his father, and with helping and guiding him in that. It just seems like he's so oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? I think he should just kind of, go with the flow a little bit. And I'm probably mixing my episodes up too, but I know at one point he was talking to his friends. And let me actually make sure that's the right episode, because I'd be mixing stuff up so fast. Okay, yes, that whole thing is in episode 2, so I'll touch more into that episode 2. But yeah, he just has to be a little more confident, in his partner. But like I said, we know why. We'll probably see a little bit more, get a little bit more from him as to why. Another thing I noticed was with Adam, and how he was talking about his parents not being there at all because they on this trip to Iceland or wherever they at. And I said, now wait a minute, your son's getting married. You tell me you ain't gonna take it back and see your kid get married? Hold on. Now mind you, this is probably the only time he's gonna get married, and you'd have missed it. So you telling me for you to see him get married, we're gonna have to watch it on TV? That was kind of crazy to me. And how nonchalant he was kind of about it, and I'm like, and I think he talks about that in to Marissa in episode 2, but he even mentioned it before, talking to the guys as they get ready for the wedding. He's like, yeah, my parents not here, but his guys are there. And I'm just like, not to have your parents there at your wedding is kind of crazy. I don't know. I kind of feel bad. I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, poor little Adam. So then that kind of made me feel bad for him. That's probably why he's so stern and stuff, because he probably so used to, not saying being let down, but I don't know. Poor little Adam, his family wasn't there. Who else? Tori and her sisters Macy, their relationship is so cute. I literally love it. She's like big sis, big mama. Love it. I thought that was super cute. Her mom did come. I'm not sure what the relationship with her mom is. It seemed like they're kind of close, but you know, I don't know. Because she speaks, her sister Macy speaks as if like her sister has been the one that's taking care of them. So you can kind of see that dynamic, that relationship. But so far, my favorite couple is Tori and Felipe. I know. I do love everyone, but it's just, I don't know. I think because Felipe is so fun, and she likes someone who's fun. She can get with it, and they're very family. And let me tell you something, Apple. If you keep cutting me off talking about I don't have no storage, oh, Apple, let me tell you, when that lawsuit comes, I'm gonna be the first one to sign it. Got all this storage I pay for iCloud, $9.99 a month, and somehow I still don't have no storage. And I know how the iCloud works. Get it together. Anyways, y'all, I was talking about how much I love Felipe and Tori and the whole family dynamic, how they fame origin. Love it. I do love the other couples too so far. I think they're cute. Anna and Marissa, they're okay right now. And Mecca and Bella Joel. I have to see a little bit more of them. And I think you can see a little bit more of them in episode 2. I love that she be like, don't do my husband, no. Like, she already know that's her man. Like, she said, that's my husband. I said, I know that's right. And Mecca's very handsome too. So I like them together too. So right now I like all the couples so far, as we do in every first episode. But I really think that's all I had to say here from my little notes when I was looking at everything. Love Felipe. Felipe and Tori. Yes, that was so. He was so cute. Like, I love his moments at his restaurant with his mom and his father. Like, when they all find out that they found their person, I'm just like, oh, this is so lovely. Like, I wish that could be me. But y'all, that's pretty much the episode. Like, the first episode is basically like a breakdown. You meet everybody first, see what's going on, who's gonna end up with who they gonna match everybody with. So far, I think they're doing a good job. I think I'm gonna rewatch episode 2 just so I can make sure I'm not missing anything, because I be going back and forth. That's why I gotta have my notes, honey. But yeah, that's the episode, y'all. Episode 1 of Married at First Sight, season 20 in Seattle. Tell me how y'all feel about it, what y'all thinking about it, and I'll see y'all in episode 2. Bye.